Welcome to Mike Teller News. New drop, short drop, fresh off the press. Juanito, for those that like to follow Juanito, I caught him earlier. I left it on my community tab, but I put a lot of stuff on there. You might have to scroll down pretty far, even though it was just a couple hours ago. All right. The new drop, 18th. It's a good one. They ain't gonna probably let hardly anybody in here, but or ever see this video. But anyway, we still gonna bring it to you. We have been giving the wires and intel this very, very important event was going to happen. I was actually the first channel to give you the comms 3 years ago that Trump was going to label Antifa a terrorist organizations. Then last year I stated they did. I remember they actually did. They always tell the truth on this one, from what I see. Anyway, then last year I stated it was coming. And in my podcast, I was giving the updates, wires, that Trump was ready to label Antifa a terrorist organization and would connect to DNC, universities, Harvard, plus more, and massive deep state networks, NGOs, CCP, communist operations, and much, much more. It finally happened, patriots, world patriots. Antifa in Europe is on the chopping block, and in due time, military operations through Europe and in coming year will also go after Antifa. Soros, NGOs slash corruption, elections, dismantle of EU deep state full corruption running Antifa. This will give the US military power to go after Antifa in Europe through military operations. And if European governments don't comply with Trump and US military, Trump US military government can put sanctions and embargoes on these countries and stop trade and use Saudi Arabia and over 60 countries to put embargoes on European major countries. And if still EU does not comply with Trump and US military demands and operations, US can go to war with the countries just like Venezuela. To put in short terms, the EU countries will fold and comply in the end. Everything will come into conclusion collision course, with European elections coming and the unraveling of election interference in several EU countries and their corruption connected to NGOs, Antifa terrorist group brought in through deep state EU operations. Be careful out there, my friends. Even though this is a huge victory for the Patriot, mega and world patriot communities on Trump labeling Antifa a terrorist organization, you have to remember now the deep state plus Antifa plus terrorist orgs are going to initiate more horrible events and more shootings and chaos. We are at a powerful events that are triggering the near civil war events. Be careful out there, my be careful out there, my family, friends, and world patriot anon communities. All right. So that is it. Mike Teller News, breaking news, fresh off, hot off the press, intel drop. Till next time, my love.